So y'all have come to Mosaic, come to the fundraiser, to the brunch at a very important time in the history of the Mosaic Project. Because I have the pleasure right now to introduce some cabin leaders, some very special cabin leaders, because for the first time in the history of Mosaic, we have some young folks who went some years back to the Mosaic Project as students, as 4th and 5th graders. And the Mosaic Project is now old enough to have them come back as cabin leaders. So this is the first year that we've had the opportunity to have some students come back and give back what they got to the students as cabin leaders. So make some noise for our youth leaders who are about to bless us with their experience. Yeah. Y'all can make some more noise if you want to.
And when I first went to the Mosaic Project as a student, I was really nervous. All the kids from other schools seemed so different from me, I didn't think I'd be able to connect with them. By the end of the week, I had made such strong connections and such valuable friendships that I still remember to this day. Coming back as a cabin leader was an equally amazing experience. I got to watch my students grow and change over the week, and one of my students went through a life-changing transformation, and I got to go through it with her, and I was so proud of her, and proud of myself, and proud of Mosaic, and it was so fulfilling and amazing. And I taught my students the Mosaic values, and I got to watch them really change throughout the week. I saw how their interactions with each other changed as they took in the Mosaic values and they applied them to how they treated themselves and each other. And I try to take the Mosaic values with me. It was really great to reteach them to myself. And I'm just so grateful I could be part of this program as a student and as a cabin leader.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and as a kid before I went to Mosaic, I had problems with my body image and just people making fun of me about it. And when I went to Mosaic, they gave me lots of different ways to deal with it and just to be happy and just accept myself for the way I was. And I always wanted to come back so I could give kids that went through those same issues ways to deal with it. And when I got the chance to come back, I was really happy. And when I went back as a cabin leader, I gave the kids those same ideas and tips to deal with those same issues. And after I had went through it, I wanted to bring back those ideas to my friends and stuff, but they resisted, oh man, that's not cool at all. So I felt like the Mosaic values slipping away, but then when I came back as a cabin leader, I relearned them, and now I'm trying to keep them with me no matter what. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lily, and I was a student at the Mosaic Project when I was 10. And after returning home, after my week at Mosaic, I had the feeling that I'd experienced something magical. I thought of my cabin leader as the most inspirational, most powerful, most amazing person in the world, and I looked up to her so much. And I had so much faith in the Mosaic Project for being able to change the world. But I thought that the kinds of leaders, the kinds of people that were changing the world could only be found at Mosaic. And this fall, I re-entered myself into the Mosaic Project, and I was a cabin leader. And after coming home, I was fulfilled with a new sense of hope and a new sense of faith. I was faithful in the Mosaic Project, I was faithful in people, and I was faithful in myself. Watching my students grow over the week at Mosaic really made me feel like I was doing something powerful in the world and making a change, and I felt so hopeful that these young people were changing and were seeing the world in a new way. And the Mosaic Project really made me feel that the potential for change and the potential to be a leader lies in everybody, and being part of the Mosaic Project and being part of the youth leadership program helped me find that in myself. And I have so much faith in Mosaic Project, and I know that the values that they teach the students are really going to stick with them for the rest of their lives because they stuck with me.
My name is Cameron, and I went to the Mosaic Project when I was in the 4th grade. I don't know what age it was. But when I first went to the Mosaic Project, I was a little apprehensive because I had a group of friends, but I knew they weren't going to be with me the whole time. So I stayed to myself, and when I stayed to myself, it seemed like everybody at the Mosaic was like, how about you go talk to that person? How about you go talk to this person? So now I have a more diverse group of friends, and you can't stop me from talking now. And I think Mosaic, did a huge part of my life. So like now I'm the first one to walk up to somebody and say, "Hi, my name is Cameron, what's your name?" And just the Mosaic is just a great place, and I love it, and I love everything about it. And it was just a perfect place for kids and for perfect place for youth leaders now.
Diversity and not get into fights and never solve them. Be nice to each other.
Alright, well, now I have to beat my own speech. Hi, my name is Severin. As a 4th and 5th grader, or 4th grader, I came to Mosaic for the first pilot session. And to this day, those memories are some of the fondest and greatest memories of my entire childhood. And I feel that the values and beliefs that I learned at Mosaic have really become the foundation for the person I am today. And going back to Mosaic and giving that to kids and seeing them grow up and seeing how they can become youth leaders when they grow older was the most amazing experience I've ever had. Thank you.
Yeah, that was me. Back in the day. So my first experience with the Mosaic Project was in their pilot session, and I can say without a doubt that it's definitely contributed to who I am now and who I will become in the future. As a kid, I wasn't really social, and I had a hard time opening up to others. So with fun, innovative ways and encouragement, Mosaic had me come out of my shell, and I discovered through activities, through new friendships, through what it is now, for what was beginning then and is now, my support group and constant reminder that the world is and can be an even more beautiful place. And as a cabin leader, I could easily understand what the kids were going through, and if I couldn't, I would listen to what they had to say, because these kids could say amazing, profound things, because they're not just kids, they're people, and they're our future, and I want to help them discover through activities, through new friendships, through what's beginning now and will be their support group and constant reminder that the world is and can be an even more beautiful place.
Alright, I'm David. This year I came back as a cabin leader. I came back 2 times, and I really just came back because when I was at Mosaic in 5th grade, it was like the first place that really just showed me, that you weren't supposed to just be scared of everyone who's different from you. I really learned that I was really, the best way to approach people who are different from me are just to love and respect them. And coming back as a cabin leader, my cabin, on the first day, everybody from each school was just separated into their own bunks, into their own, places, snack and everything. They would all just play with their friends. And by the last night, everybody was standing with their arms around each other's shoulders, singing the Mosaic song, and it was just a beautiful sight, and I can't emphasize how beautiful it was. And I just really realized this time that that is what we need this world to come to. In order for this world to be that beautiful place that we all want it to be, we all need to love and respect each other. And so since coming back from Mosaic, I've just really tried to challenge myself and really go out and meet new people, go out of my comfort zone, which I'm doing right now. And try to empathize with people and just try to hear their side of the story. And I kind of agree with Mosaic that empathy is the way to solve these problems. And so thank you, Mosaic.